A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English. That's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone and welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
I'm Shikling.
And today we're going to be reading day 1 of our 2-day dialogue. And the title there is Simon Finally Learns Some Chinese.
Oh, finally.
Who's Simon? I guess he's a foreigner and finally learns some Chinese. Well, when we say finally, it's kind of like after a long period of time of waiting, something happens. So from the title, I'm guessing Simon lives in Taiwan or somewhere like that. And he's been there for quite a while and he doesn't speak much of the local language. All right, so he's going to learn some Chinese. Good for you, Simon. It's never too late to learn some new things. And learning a new language is a new skill, and it takes a lot of time and patience and hard work. So let's see our warm-up question. How many languages do you speak, and how well do you speak them?
Well, let me count. I think I speak 3 languages.
3 languages? Wow, very good.
My mother tongue, which is Taiwanese.
Okay, Taiwanese.
And my second mother tongue is Chinese.
Mandarin Chinese, yeah.
And of course, English.
And English as well.
So I speak them, I think, fluently.
That's wonderful. I think, yes, if your Taiwanese or your Mandarin Chinese are as good as your English, I think you could say you speak them fluently in a very sort of skilled way, in a very natural way. You would have no problem in most situations with those languages.
What about you?
Oh, I think you beat me quite easily. I would say 1.5. 1.5. I would say French.
French?
Along with my English.
You speak Chinese?
Well, no, not... My standard is pretty high.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
But you communicate with me in Chinese.
Yeah, if
no
I
problem.
can, get around or order food or take a taxi, have a very simple conversation. I don't really call that speaking the language. I just call that being able to survive. And of course, I learned French as a kid, and I'm from a French part of Canada, but it's been so long that I think I would not be able to say I speak 2. That's why I say 1.5. But the languages are great because you can learn it at a young age. You can kind of think you forget it, but then you can go back to that place and it will come back to you.
Wow.
So, maybe if I move back to Canada, if I move back to Quebec where they speak French, in 6 months or so, then I might say, oh, I speak 2 languages. But right now, I'm not going to do that. So let's have a look at our dialogue, see what Simon's doing, and see what finally motivates him to improve his Chinese skills.
Culture shock! Simon finally learned some Chinese. Warm-up question. How many languages do you speak? How well do you speak them?
Simon is walking in the park close to his apartment. He sees some elderly women chatting.
Good morning. 早安.
Hello. Oh, you're Chinese. Very good. 来台湾很久了吧？
对. I'm from England.
哇，英格兰。Nice to meet you. 喜欢台湾美食吗？
谢谢. Thank you.
You like Taiwan?
Oh, yes. I love Taiwan. It's lovely. Okay. Enjoy your day. Bye.
The ladies laugh. Simon walks away, embarrassed.
So many years in Taiwan. and I still can't speak the language. I really need to improve my Chinese. It's terrible.
Okay, so as usual with our dialogues, we have a sentence at the beginning that kind of sets the scene, that tells us what's happening as we begin our dialogue. Here it's called a scenario. It's kind of like the setup or the scene. What's happening? Simon is walking in the park close to his apartment. He sees some elderly women chatting. Okay, sounds like a pretty normal day. Simon's out for a walk, maybe in the morning or after lunch or something like that. And as you would see in a big park in a big city, there are some people there enjoying the beautiful weather, in this case, two older ladies.
OK， 所以呢，这个场景我们看到 Simon 呢，他在他的公寓附近的公园里面散步，然后看到一对老妇人，一些老妇人在聊天。
That's right.
Gossiping about something. Of course.
Do you think?
No, I'm just kidding.
Do you think they
like
are?
Like old women, like every time you see them. And
maybe they're gossiping about Simon. Anyways, he's being a friendly fellow, a friendly guy. So as he walks by them, maybe they're sitting on a bench or something. As he walks by, he says, "Good morning."
Good morning.
And then he says something in Chinese.
早安.
早安. That's exactly right. So good morning, of course, is what you would say in the morning if you're greeting someone in a polite way. And that is also what you would say in Chinese, basically.
Yeah, 早安, or maybe in Taiwanese we say 早炸.
Oh, 早炸. Okay.
Oh my God, that was good.
I'll go to Kaohsiung right now and practice.
Okay, so good afternoon 就是午安或下午啦, like after 1 o'clock. Right?
Okay, yep.
And then good evening, that's like between 4 p.m. to 8.
When the sun's going down in the early part of the night.
傍晚, or like good night.
That would be more of a sort of goodbye,
Or
right?
nighty night. Okay.
Nighty night. Oh yes, nighty night. Absolutely. But both of those would be sort of a goodbye, right?
Yeah.
If you meet your friend at 10 p.m., you don't say, "Oh, good night." No, that's when you leave and go home.
Right.
You would say good night. Anyway, so after speaking a little bit of Chinese, very simple good morning there, the auntie, one of the older ladies, here we're calling her an auntie. Would she be an obasan?
Obasan, oh yeah.
Something like that. Anyways, she's the local lady, and she's being friendly and nice. And so she says, "Hello. Oh, you're Chinese. Very good." Okay, so we can see here she's not speaking proper English. She's speaking sort of basic English. We might also call this broken English.
Chinglish?
Well, kind of Chinglish too, but broken English. You know, not quite a full sentence. She knows a few words, and she's using them in the best way she knows how. And then she starts to speak in Mandarin Chinese to him, and that's where Simon starts to struggle.
Right.
What does she say?
She said, 来台湾很久了吧? Have you been here long?
Have you been here long? Exactly. That's the second question most local people ask foreigners. Where are you from? Have you been here long? Do you like the food?
Right.
Or something like that.
Okay. 或者阿姨就说，你的中文很好呢. Or sometimes like when they see, white people, and then if you say like a sentence, they're like, "Oh, you're so good at Chinese."
Okay. We should probably say foreigners instead of white people.
I'm sorry.
Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people from other places here, too.
I'm really sorry.
That's
but yeah,
okay.
like
That's
Caucasians.
Okay. Common foreigners.
Okay, foreigners.
Foreigners. There you
Anyway.
go. And at this point, Simon gets confused. And when a foreigner, in this case an English-speaking person, gets confused, they might say, because you don't know what to say.
对啦.
Then he says, 对, he says yes. I think he might be guessing here at the answer, at the question she's asking, because his answer doesn't really match. She asked, "How long have you been here?" And then he says, "Yes, I'm from England."
Okay, 我来自英国，所以 I'm from somewhere 就是来自哪？那比如说 I'm from Taiwan and Mike is from Canada, or maybe England. I think you're
I'm from
England.
Canada.
Okay,
I'm from Canada.
okay.
Yeah. And then back to the auntie. And what does she say? She has more questions for him. I think first she's going to compliment him.
Okay, 她说哇，英格兰啦，and nice to meet you.
So she's very surprised and happy to see He's from England. Then she says, nice to meet you. Again, that would be a very common phrase that almost anyone would know in English if you're here in Taiwan.
And then like you said, that the most common questions asked by us to you guys is, do you like the food
Do
here?
you like the food? Absolutely.
喜欢台湾的美食吗？所以接着 nice to meet you， 其实如果有人对你说 nice to meet you， 那其实你可以说 you too， 我们比较不会说 me too 因为 me too 有点像是很高兴认识我自己，所以 nice to meet you, you too. How so? Well, what is your favorite Taiwanese dish?
Ooh, favorite Taiwanese dish. Can I be boring and say牛肉面?
That's not boring at all.
I mean, it's really good and it's
so
really
good.
famous. There's a lot of Taiwanese dishes I like. Ooh, that one, maybe not. Maybe not such a big fan of that one, but some of the other things are delicious. And then Simon says, because again, he doesn't really understand. And then basically he says thank you to her because he doesn't know what else to say.
然后对 auntie 就说
And then the auntie asks him, you like Taiwan? Again, not quite proper, but she's getting the idea across. Really, she should say, do you like Taiwan? Basically asking, what does he think? Is he enjoying his time living in this country?
所以阿姨就说呢，你很喜欢台湾吗？
And Simon, he understands that. No problem. He says, yes, I love Taiwan. It's lovely. All right, so he really likes it. He loves it, in fact. He says it's lovely, commenting on how beautiful it is. And then he kind of is finished with the conversation. Maybe he doesn't know what to say, or maybe he's just late and he's got to go. But anyways, he kind of wraps it up by saying, okay, enjoy your day. Bye.
然后 Simon 就说我超爱台湾的但我先走了拜拜好尴尬kind of awkward right
now. A little awkward, a little uncomfortable. So then we get another kind of action thing that's happening, what goes on right after. No one's saying anything, but we read, the ladies laugh. So the two older ladies kind of giggle. And Simon walks away. And he feels embarrassed. He feels kind of a little bit like he's done something silly in public. Maybe his face turns a little bit red. He's like, oh, I really didn't do very well there. I hope no one was watching me or something like that. He feels like he did something that makes him look a little silly.
所以阿姨们就哈哈哈笑笑啦，然后 Simon 就很尴尬的离开了。
Yeah, and then he starts thinking about why he feels embarrassed, why he feels silly, why he is turning red. And he says kind of to himself, or he could be thinking this, so many years in Taiwan, and I still can't speak the language. Oh, okay, that's a common problem for people who move to another culture with a new language. There's probably lots of people who live in Canada from Taiwan who never learned English as well as they might. It happens to everyone. And so Simon is feeling kind of like he really should work a little harder and improve or get his Taiwanese skill to a higher level.
所以 Simon 就说这么多他就跟自己讲啦这么多年在台湾了我语言还是讲不好
And that's basically what he says. I really need to improve my Chinese. It's terrible. Okay, so he could here, of course, be saying his Chinese skill is terrible, but also he might be also saying the situation is terrible. The fact that I've lived here so long and I still have trouble with the language, this is not a good situation. This is something I want to change and improve.
所以 Simon 就觉得说我真的要加强我的中文真的超糟糕所以这个 improve 其实我们也可以说 to brush up on something 对不对去加强什么的
That would be good, yeah. Brush up on what you know and then you can also learn some new stuff. And so we see a picture of Simon walking away feeling frustrated, feeling like, I should have done better, I could have done better, I wish I'd done better. That feeling of not quite being as successful as you want, of feeling like you tried, but you didn't reach your goal, and you're a little bit upset about that. So the women, it says, the women behind him are laughing. They might be laughing at him. They might also just be laughing because he's so handsome or something like that. We have no idea what they're laughing. But if you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling embarrassed, and people are laughing, it might be kind of natural, right? To feel like they're laughing at you. Poor Simon.
I think they're laughing because they think Simon is cute.
It could be.
Yeah, 所以 Simon 就很尴尬沮丧的跑走了嘛那后面的妇人就继续笑着聊天所以我们今天来继续看一下我们总共会有4个单字那我们到下一个 cut 所以我们文章一开始啊，看到妇人们很开心的跟 Simon 的打招呼。那呢，也就是大家一开始以前都会学英文，我们都会学到 nice to meet you， 这个就是很开心认识你，很高兴认识你。这个 meet 就是有遇见，那它的三态是 meet, met, met。所以比如说，我们是在学校认识的，我们就可以说 we met at school。那这个 meet 我们也可以当达成的意思哦。比如说的 meet one's needs to meet one's requirements。比如说 they don't have enough food to meet their needs。那这一个字我们后面加上 ing 就会变成会议 meeting 的意思。那我们再看另外一个句子 Julia joined a book club because she wanted to meet new friends. Julia 参加了读书会，因为她想要认识新朋友。所以后来阿姨们啊就说Simon 你喜不喜欢台湾呢？然后 Simon 就说it's lovely。 lovely 其实是个非常好的字，它就是有很美好的意思。所以比如说如果有人邀请你到家里啊，然后你傍晚到人家家里，你就可以对人家说谢谢，比如说 Thanks for the lovely evening. We had a great time. 那我们再看另外一个句子哦。Elizabeth looks lovely in that dark blue dress. Elizabeth 她穿这一件深蓝色洋装真的十分的好看，所以我们拿来形容人事物都是 OK 的。那么 Simon 其实会很尴尬的离开，是因为他觉得他的中文讲得不是很好啦，他不是因为不想聊天，而是因为他觉得好像不太会讲，听不太懂。那这个 language 指的就是语言的意思，所以如果我们问一个人可以说几个语言呢，我们就可以像今天的 warm up question 一样 How many languages do you speak？那比如说我就可以讲 I speak 3 languages, English, Mandarin Chinese, and Taiwanese。 那我们看另外一个句子 I changed the language from Chinese to English on my phone。 我的手机的语言呢从中文改成英文了。那因为说的不够好嘛，你当做一件事情做不够好，我们就要继续去改善或者是进步。所以 improve 这一个字就是会有改善的意思哦。不光它是动词，我们有时候会使用名词，名词就是 improvement。所以去进步改善，我们就可以说的 make improvements。比如说 you really need to make improvements on your writing。 你应该好好的改善你的写作。那我们再看另外一个句子，我们使用 improve 这个动词 To improve your math grade, you should study hard and do your homework。 为了让你的数学成绩更加的进步，你真的要更认真的读书跟写作业了。
Magic Box
Hello， 大家好，我是 Casey。从小到大，我们都知道要问对方是从哪里来的，我们就可以用一个问句 Where are you from？那这可能是你出国的时候会被问的第一个问题哦。那我们今天就来看看，除了 Where are you from 之外，你可以用这个 Where do you come from， 意思也是一样的哦。不过我发现其实还蛮多人会把这两个句子给搞混哦。像是之前我就听过别人说 Where are you come from， 这个句子其实就大错特错咯。大家其实可以这样想哦，有 come 这个动词在句子里面，那前面就一定要搭配这个助动词啊，你不会使用 be 动词然后再加那个原形动词嘛。希望如果曾经有把这两个句子搞混过的大家，应该知道怎么区分咯。好啦，那学完怎么问之后，那我们就来看看要怎么回答这个问题哦。通常呢，针对别人的问法，你就给出相应的回答就可以了。像是别人如果问你 Where are you from？ 那他是用 be 动词问的，那你就用 be 动词来回答。I am from 后面加上你的国家啊，或是城市这个地点哦。比方说 I am from Taipei, Taiwan， 我是从台湾的台北这个地方来的。那这边要提醒一下大家哦，如果你要同时讲出城市还有国家的时候，在英文里面我们必须先从比较小的地方，然后再接上比较大的地方哦。所以你一定是先讲城市，然后再讲国家。好啦，那考大家，如果对方是问你 Where do you come from？ 这时候你要怎么回答呢？那我们就要用一般动词来回答咯。I come from Taipei, Taiwan。 很简单吧？那我自己出国的时候，其实也是有听过别人问说 Where have you traveled from？ 大家也可以学起来哦，就是你是从哪里旅行来的啊？那这句话就是一样的意思哦，比较常见会在饭店啊，或者是机场这样的场合。那回答的时候，你也可以说 I have traveled from 哪里哪里。好啦，那今天就先到这边。你从哪里来的这个问答，希望大家都有学会咯。
Review time.
Okay, so for our review time, we're going to play a little game of
what?
Synonyms.
Oh, yay, my favorite game.
Similar words that almost have the same meaning, but not quite. So you're just going to have to listen to the words I say and find a word from the 4 words that we learned today that's closest in meaning to the word I give you. Are you ready?
I am.
You have your thinking hat on. I like to see that. It's keeping your brain very warm.
Focused.
So you're going to do super well. All right, so let's look at our words. Meet, lovely, language, improve.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, here we go. Pretty.
Pretty.
Nice.
That's me.
Pleasant. Yes. Beautiful.
Oh, I'm lovely.
Lovely. Exactly. You're lovely. It could be a lovely day. You could have a lovely time. It just means good in a positive way, but not kind of crazy good, right? Not like awesome or something, but it was lovely. It was very, very nice. Okay, to upgrade.
Upgrade.
To make better. That's 2 words, but it's the same idea.
That's to improve.
To improve something is to make it better. And we also might use the word upgrade, right? You're going to say, I might upgrade my room by painting it this weekend or putting up some beautiful decorations. Let's see. To encounter.
Oh, okay.
To run into.
Run into. So you basically see someone or meet someone.
You meet someone. Exactly. You're walking along. It could be something planned where you plan to meet, or you could just be walking down the street and, oh, hey, look, it's that guy. You meet that guy on the street. Oh, this one's tough. It's the last one, so no big pressure, but there aren't a lot of words that we use that's not this word. But here is one. You guys might know this word, but you might not know this word as this word, tongue.
Tongue, yeah,
tongue.
Like your mother tongue.
Your mother tongue. Yeah, the tongue is in your mouth, right? You use it to taste things or to lick things. You lick your ice cream with your tongue. But yeah, we can talk about it, your mother tongue, meaning your native language or the language you were born learning from your parents. That would be your mother tongue or the first language that you learn. So there you go. So we're hoping that our friend Simon will improve his skills with Chinese, develop new skills in this tongue. And we're going to find out tomorrow because we're going to be back with more about Simon and making or getting his Chinese to improve.
Okay.
We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Culture shock! Simon finally learned some Chinese. Warm-up question. How many languages do you speak? How well do you speak them?
Simon is walking in the park close to his apartment. He sees some elderly women chatting.
Good morning. 早安.
Hello. Oh, you're Chinese. Very good. 来台湾很久了吧？
对. I'm from England.
哇，英格兰 Nice to meet you. 喜欢台湾美食吗？
谢谢. Thank you.
You like Taiwan?
Oh, yes. I love Taiwan. It's lovely. Okay. Enjoy your day. Bye.
The ladies laugh. Simon walks away, embarrassed.
So many years in Taiwan, and I still can't speak the language. I really need to improve my Chinese. It's terrible.
Word power. Meet. Meet. Meet, met, met. Julia joined a book club because she wanted to meet new friends. Julia joined a book club because she wanted to meet new friends. Lovely. Lovely. Elizabeth looks lovely in that dark blue dress. Elizabeth looks lovely in that dark blue dress. Language, language. I changed the language from Chinese to English on my phone. I changed the language from Chinese to English on my phone. Improve, improve. To improve your math grade, you should study hard and do your homework. To improve your math grade, you should study hard and do your homework.